So we stayed in the Red Roof Inn in Naples on the west coast of Florida on the Gulf. Red Roof Inn is the best chain of motels in America that we've stayed in. Super 8s are often horrible. Days Inn are meh. Red Roof Inn got a pretty tight franchise. So Naples was very nice. We had a look around. It all looks just lovely. And I think the Gulf is a nicer sea than the Atlantic. It was less choppy. The sand here on the west coast of Florida is a bit whiter and nicer.
We did have one small problem, which is that someone who stayed before us set the alarm for 3:59 in the morning. So we got a bit of an earlier wake-up call than we wanted, but we did get back to sleep. But whoever you are, you suck.
Yeah.
You hateful bastard. No, who does that, really?
Who uses a hotel alarm clock? Doesn't everyone use their phone?
I think they should get rid of them. We will be unplugging them at all of our future hotels and motels on this trip and beyond.
So yeah, so Naples was nice. I spoke to someone in the supermarket yesterday. He made some joke about Doctor Who when he realised I was English. I asked him about Naples. He said that it was full of English and German people. And he said it in a sort of slightly negative fashion. I think there might be too many English and German people here. And I didn't have the heart to tell him when he said have a nice vacation that we might add to the problem. We're crossing a big river. That spelling of harbour is the British English spelling. It must have been named before the Americans decided to drop the U in words that end in O-U-R. Florida is just full of pools of water. And they're not just lakes or ponds, they're just by the side of the road. They're everywhere. We are in Venice. Venice is on the Gulf and looks like it's got lots of private housing communities where you get lots of snowbirds. I just learned meant people from the north coming down in the winter. They're all condominiums, which is flats.
Even the hedges are nice. They've got little flowers in them.
Like almost all of Florida, it's quite flat. We just went over a drawbridge. I always think of the thing you have on a castle over a moat. I might be a bit pedantic, but I said in Naples that we'd been to Naples, Italy, implying that Naples was named after Naples, Italy, but the Italians don't call Naples Naples, their word for it is Napoli. So Naples, Florida was named after our word for the city of Napoli in Italy. And similarly, Venice is Venezia in Italian.
Yes, this is the downtown area. I'm not sure if I believe them that it's historic and that it looks way too modern and nice to be historic.
The town centre looks like lots of houses. Yeah, it looks alright. Again, single story here, a few flats. We haven't seen any people walking around. Jess just pointed out, if it's for snowbirds, a lot of them will be back up north.
We are on Venice Beach.
I'm texting my mum. Sam, look at this, it's great. We were told this in Florida, the sand is made of crushed up shells. Further north, the sand's going to be whiter, we were told. So the sea is lovely and warm. The sand, even though it's a bit gritty, it's absolutely fine. It's not like walking on Brighton Beach where it's small paper rocks, so this is very good. Lots of people in the water, so I'm guessing there aren't any sharks or crocodiles or anything like that.
In Florida, there's something called Citizen Patrol, and we were wondering if anyone knows what that is. And the temperature is finally approaching our highest temperature so far. Can Florida beat Minnesota for heat?
Lots of factories here. I wonder why Bears has got two S's. We are going into Tampa. Port City has an international airport. I think I've been here as a child. I don't really remember it in particular. It's 99 degrees, finally. This is the hottest it's been. I'm going to open this window for a minute. Oh, that's warm. It looks like Bank of America is here. I indirectly worked for them for a couple of years.
Tampa has a few skyscrapers, but they're not that centralised, which gives it a bit of a different look. University of South Florida.
There's another harbour spelt in the English way with an O-U-R, not an O-R. This is downtown. It has a tree in it. It says Ashley Madison. Museum.
There is a man a few cars in front of us, just in the back of a pickup truck.
We went through Tampa. There seems to be lots of big buildings. Everyone's driving incredibly fast here. I'm not breaking the speed limit and I am just the slowest person. Fuel's cheaper here. It's $2.19.
These houses look a bit older than the houses in a lot of other parts of Florida that we've been to. They're also a bit smaller.
Laundromat in Spanish is lavanderia, which makes sense because lavar is to wash.
Yes, exactly.
I remember that from Spanish.
Science Centre. Tampa's very flat. Yard sales, $50 or less thrift store. We are just inland enough that this is more like the trees that are the giant forest that goes from Maine to Georgia. I think we might prefer the coast.
There's a place called St. Joe. That seems quite informal for a saint. It's like having a St. Bob. Loads of kids on bikes.
Biking is good.
This just happened.
The road is flooding.
It's on a hill. That's quite impressive.
The temperature has dropped dramatically after that rainstorm. It's only 79 degrees and it was previously 99 degrees.
Happening again. It's now down to 73. See that car accident advert? They're all over the place.
Something that this area is famous for is Busch Gardens, a theme park I've never been to.
So it's 98 Fahrenheit again. It's really hot.
That car says God save the Queen.
Oh.
No, it says God save this Queen.
Well, that's quite good as well.